This is me on the other side of the second seating of ayahuasca. I'm just looking at myself in the mirror now for the first time in a while. And I don't know if you guys can see, but my eyes are so clear right now. Almost a different color blue, which is amazing. So, where to begin? The second seating of Aya was sensational and overwhelming and purgeful, and I got exactly what I needed. You know, the medicine doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what is needed on all of the levels, on an ancestry level, on a personal level, on a global consciousness level. And okay, so my intention going in, as it was before, was to let go, surrender. And surrender, release of expectation. So I had so many expectations, you know, but this is the control and this is the want. It's not the need. So I journeyed in and I had 1 cup, I had 2 cups, and the visions were glorious. You know, it's DMT, but a slow release, so you can really look at the patterns and the all-encompassing consciousness just painting this beautiful, delectable picture in front of your eyes, open and closed. And it was strong. I could feel it come on very quickly. So what I felt first was that she went to work healing my body. So she feathered sort of around me, and a lot was happening with my ear, and then a lot to do with my throat. She really, you can feel it just working and scanning, you know. And then there was things in the stomach as well, but not so much stomach, you know. And I went with it, you know. I held space and I just thought, you know, if this is what Aya wants to show me, excuse me, that's rape. That's another little blog post, but yeah, so I said, if this is what she wants to give me, then I'm so happy with that, because it was just an all-encompassing, all-conditional love, and I was just holding space and feeling the healing of my own body and others at the same time. And then I had a top up and a third and then a fourth. And the fourth was really, really thick and viscous. And excuse me. And burps are good. Burps are great. And then there was this music, and it was like wow, wow, and it was really dark and heavy. And then I went into my dark spaces. You know, I promised myself to brave and be fearless in the face of fear. And then they came around me, my spirit guides, and I was feathered, and they just said, she's ready, you're ready. And I put on my fur and I sat up, and then she asked me, she's like, you wanted to let go, are you ready to let go? And I said, yes, I'm ready to let go. And then it came, and it was, there it is again. And it was my ex. I had the bucket, but I didn't purge anything physical. It was completely all emotional and spiritual, and energetic. So the purge that was coming through me was, and it was like that she came in and she picked at my body and drew it out, you know. And I faced, you know, that darkness and his darkness, and it was on. And then it was just, I started to purge all of my experience with that journey in this lifetime. And I was so held. And as soon as that first purge came, it was almost like I got my upgrade. My upgrade just looked like breaching humpback whales. and feathers flew out from my body, and tears, white tears of cosmic just sadness and release. And hold that thought. And they were all around me. I could feel them. Just like this vision of the whales and the sacred geometry and the feathers and the white and the glowing and the fluorescent. That was the unconditional love. That was the support that I needed to purge the rest. And I had to get taken outside. Mind you, this is about a 6-hour purge. I went on a close to 12-hour journey, I think even more actually. And then she basically said, you've done the work, you're a clear conduit, because I was deodorant hard, you know. She said, you're clear, I can work through you. And that's one of the things that came through, was that I wanted to be of service and I was ready. And they were talking about healing on a ancestral level, all of our lineage, like everything that's held within the physical of trauma. And she told me I'm ready to. She just said, I can do my work through you. And it's share time, so I've got to go share in the circle, but hold the thought and I will be back, because this next part is pretty outrageous and a little scary, and a little bit of everything that I needed and the earth needed. But yeah, for the rest, I basically spent 4 hours here being held by the facilitators, the light workers. I felt that I was being choked and strangled, and it like something was pressing on my throat, and it was the suppression of my past relationship. But then it became the suppression of all women whose vocals, whose words were never heard, were not heard, who were strangled to death. And this is when I went into the ancestry healing, which I felt come through me for Earth. And this is how we do our healing on this global level, on like together, this medicine. And it's medicine, and it works its way through the body. And I was just energetically purging for all the suppression and for all of the strangled voices and all the voices that haven't been heard. And it just kept going, and it kept going, and it kept going. And I was so held, and I was so loved, and I'm just so in gratitude on the other side today. I really am. And I witness what Aya is, and I am incredibly humbled to have journeyed and to have had this experience, and to be leveling up on an atomic level, on an ancestry level, on a personal level. And I am just so grateful, and there will be more the more that I reflect, and there's so many more pockets that I'd love to go into, but the share time is soon and I gotta go. And I'll see you guys on the other side of this video.